Welcome back to another video. It's the one and only Pocket Gaming. Today we're going to be talking about why survival games is dying on the popular partnered Bedrock Edition server known as the Hive. This video took me hours to make and edit, so if you could take a second to leave a like and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to leave a comment on your thoughts in this situation, and click the little bell to have notifications for all of my future live streams and videos. But without further ado, let's go. Alright, so before we begin, let me give a quick shout out to Rojitos for letting me use his insane SG gameplay for the first part of this video. Go check him out down below in the description if you guys like some good PvP content, for real. Okay, let's talk about the issues and problems with Hive's SG game mode and how they can change it. Hive, if you're watching this video, please realize I have been one of the most faithful Hive SG players, and I'm still going to play it regardless of these issues. First, let's examine all the game modes on Hive and how many players they usually bring. Skywars and Treasure Wars always brings an insane amount of players and usually leaves a server with a few thousand playing it. Then we have Just Build and Murder Mystery that usually has 2,000 to 3,000 concurrent players playing. Then we have Murder Mystery and Hide and Seek with usually over 1,000 players playing. And then this leads us with Survival Games that usually only has 200 to 300 players. But on a good night it has 600 to 700, which is still less than half of what the second lowest game mode, Hide and Seek, has. This is not good. However, the reason why is because Survival Games on the Hive has been in beta since its initial release in 2019 of June. Take a look at these tweets right here. Doesn't it look the same? No, for real, does this look the same? Because it does to me. They might think that just because SG was once a popular game mode before that it won't be again, but I think that's very wrong. Survival Games is a once in a lifetime type of game mode. It's something that can be played over and over like Treasure Wars and Skywars. However, the difference between them is that Skywars and Treasure Wars have been constantly getting new updates. And if you realize the Hive Survival Games is not in a good state and hasn't been for the past 6 months, as the Hive has pretty much abandoned it. Now, what problems in specific can the Hive SG fix? Well, I'd say for starters is having more maps. There are only 4 maps on Hive SG: Fallen Kingdom, Flashpoint, Northwood, and SG4. I'm sorry Hive, but this just ain't right. At all. This game mode still gets hundreds of players even with no updates in the last 17 months. Just think about that. And they don't even realize why MCSG, the greatest SG server in history, was so successful, and that's from the maps. How can you expect people to give SG a chance when you put absolutely no effort into it? I'd also say another thing to help it is adding more features, like how on Treasure Wars they added TNT and a lot of other recent updates. Also, it's not fun at all when you have to wait 15 minutes for deathmatch because people are hiding. That's why having a border like CubeCraft SG could speed up the pace of games and make it way more enjoyable for players. The last issue I have is a Hive problem in general, and this is the amount of damage bows do. Now listen, it's totally different when it comes to survival games, unlike Treasure Wars and Skywars, because you don't have full diamond most of the time. So when you get hit, even with full iron, you can still take 2 to 3 hearts of damage. Now listen, unlike Treasure Wars, you can't just revive. You only get 1 life. Now personally, I don't have the biggest issue with that because I like using the bow and it's an advantage to us players who are good with the bow, but the community has always been complaining about this on survival games. So maybe that's worth taking a look at. Alright, now let's talk about how we can fix Hive SG and what needs to stay. Things like the supply loot crates and the cows that can drop very high tier 2 items is a W. The grace period of 30 seconds is pretty fair for the newer players, but why not spice things up and have ranked SG for competitive players? Even ranked game modes for Treasure Wars and Skywars could really spice up the server and have a better balance of competition for games. But hey, that's just an idea. Also, I like the Deathmatch Arena, but why not maybe even switch it up and have 2 to 3 different Deathmatch maps, or even take some inspiration from MCSG and maybe make Deathmatch the actual map we just played on. What do y'all think? Seriously. I'm telling you, there's not a lot the Hive needs to do to update SG to make it great. But I think this is all something worth taking a consideration at, considering how Lifeboat has left the face of the earth with SG, and, you know, it's really left Bedrock players with only CubeCraft or Hive SG to play. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hive, I don't want you guys to be upset at me at all. This is all constructive criticism, and it's truth. You know, you guys have not done the greatest job with Hive SG, and somebody being a very, very dedicated player to SG, I really want to see some change, and I really want to make something happen. So I felt like maybe speaking up on these problems was something very needed. But that's really all I have to talk about for the Hive SG. I know this video wasn't as long as my other ones, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. This video was a blast to make, and hopefully it can make a difference and be heard through the Hive community. Guys, why not try to share this? Share this in Discord servers, share this on Twitter, send this to the Hive, tweet it at them. We got to get this heard if you guys want SG to be revived. Anyways, it's been Pocket Gaming. I'll catch you all next time. Empire out.